Man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, J. Willie Silly, man, a.k.a. Mr. Take It Easy. For you know life easy, cause you know J told the glazy. You know what I mean? But nah, though, man, make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch. Your boy will be live on Twitch at about 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so make sure y'all tune in for that. You know what I'm saying? But we got NBA Legends. If y'all want to go follow the Twitch, link is in the description down below. But we got NBA Legends. Remember the first time LeBron played against Cleveland. This is for you. I would have never went back to Cleveland. The way y'all treated that man, I never seen any superstar get treated the way he did, bro. People didn't even treat KD that way when he left to the Warriors. You feel me? LeBron is the only player in history that is held to a certain type of standard. That's why I say he's the best, bro. LeBron is the best, bro, you know what I mean? Because, hey, like I said, shout out my man Kobe, top 3. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe can have help. Nobody will say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Kobe can have Shaq. Nobody will say nothing. Mike can have Scotty. Nobody will say nothing. Magic can have Kareem. Nobody will say nothing. KG can have Paul Pierce, Ray John Rondo, Ray Allen. He can have them. Nobody gonna say nothing. Tim Duncan can have Kawhi Leonard, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. Nobody gonna say nothing. Larry Bird can have McHale and all them boys, Robinson, whatever his name was, but nobody gonna say nothing. Everybody else can have superstars but Bron, right? Bron started a super team when he was facing super teams already. Bron started a super team, but he was facing the Boston Celtics. But he was facing Orlando Magic. But he started the super teams. Orlando Magic was one of the top teams in the NBA with a prime Dwight Howard, who was one of the most ruthless big men I've ever seen in their prime. With a Hedo Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis, Jameer Nelson. But you know how good that Orlando Magic team was compared to LeBron team? LeBron wasted 7 years of his career at Cleveland. If you would have built around him, you see how we taking care of LeBron at the Lakers. You see what we doing? You see how we taking care of him, bro? That nigga ain't never gonna leave. I told people he's gonna retire as a Laker. He ain't going nowhere. We taking care of Bron. We took care of Bron ever since he got here to now. Cleveland, bro, he dang near spent a decade, bro, giving y'all time. He ain't want to leave, but you just would not build around him. You wouldn't give him no superstars. Y'all gave him a Kyrie Irving finally. But you wouldn't give him nothing. You expected him to do it on his own. Then when he go to South Beach, is a problem. Now he forming a super team. The energy is just different with Bron, man. He held to a different type of standard than everybody else. Everybody else can form super teams, but when Bron do it, it's a problem. So that's telling me that he the best right there. Bron haven't helped that. That's just telling me that he's just the best. You expected him to do it by himself. You're telling me he's the best. When Curry had KD and Andre Iguodala and Klay Thompson, nobody was saying nothing. Oh, LeBron's jumping and trying to find championships. Man, Curry would have traded. Kobe was finna request a trade. If y'all didn't know, Kobe was finna request a trade before they built it around him. He was finna request a trade. He was finna lead the Lakers. I promise you, Curry would have left the Lakers, bro, if they wouldn't took care of him. They took care of him. So, of course, Curry wasn't bouncing around. Michael Jordan, they took care of him. So, of course, he wasn't bouncing around. Even with Dallas, they took care of Dirk. Dirk had Jason Kidd, Sean Marion, Jason Terry. He had Caron Butler on the team. That freaking Mavericks team was actually a good team, though. They took care of Dirk. You know what I'm saying? Dirk just couldn't get out the freaking the West, bro. He had a lot of cup in the West. You feel me? But that Mavericks team wasn't as bad when Dirk was on there. You feel me? But all I'm saying, bro, you got to realize, bro, this is not a one-man game. This is a team game. You know what I mean? And like I said, you need help. No matter how great you think you is, no matter if you think you're the best, you need help. And every great person had help. Not one person. I can name one person that carried the team that didn't have nobody, and that's LeBron James.
Probably the craziest atmosphere was LeBron's first game.
That boy took that Cleveland team to the finals.
Yeah.
I have never in my life at any sporting event been in a place like the arena in Cleveland.
Like, bro, you think I would have went back to that, bro? after what happened, bro, I wouldn't went back to no Cleveland. I ain't gonna lie. If I was Bron, I would have finished in South Beach. You know what I mean? Honestly, I would have stayed in Miami. If I was Bron. Bron went back to Cleveland. Bron only been on 3 teams. I hate when niggas be acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga only been on 3. He been to Cleveland, Miami, and the Lakers. Stop acting like Bron just team hopping, looking for super teams. Bro went on 3 teams. Bro went on 3 freaking teams and bought a championship to each team. Come on, go. Come on, bro.
First time you guys
even the Miami Heat team wasn't even good like that. They really only had Bron and Dwayne Wade. You had Chris Bosh, but Chris Bosh wasn't overly like superstarish. It really was Bron and Wade. Other than that, who else you had? Mike Miller. You know what I mean? Joel Anthony, Udonis Haslem, Mario Chalmers, Norris Cole. Who else you had? Shane Battier, Ray Allen. Who else? Who else really like was superstar status?
you still remember the date.
Was it Bron and D Wade? John. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had a trash team. Look at him, bro. Look at his team. Look at niggas passing by. Look.
That's the second best performance I've ever seen LeBron James personally that I've watched.
Look at the scene, y'all. Look at the scene.
To go back in that environment, in the atmosphere. Forget the game of basketball. How are you processing strangers that don't know you? They're buying T-shirts and they're celebrating, saying F you.
Can you give me a story of going to a city and seeing the Earthlings, the fans, react in a way where you went, what am I a part of right now?
I always take it back to that first game in Cleveland.
You gotta block them all out, bro, and play basketball. That's all you gotta do. Get all the noise out and play basketball. Forget that. Play basketball. Let them talk. Let them be in the bleachers. They paying to watch you. At the end of the day, that's how you gotta think of. You paying to watch me. Sit your stupid self in the stands and watch me hoop. Simple.
Well, the heat is on. Miami's plane touched down early this morning, bringing LeBron James back to his old stomping grounds, and Cleveland fans are ready.
We got on the elevator at the hotel before when we was going to get breakfast in the morning, and there was people on the elevator with LeBron shirts on. It was LeBron and us on the elevator. And I'm looking at dude like, how are you processing all of this?
No doubt.
Yeah. Forget the game of basketball. How are you processing strangers that don't know you? They're buying T-shirts and they're celebrating, saying F you.
LeBron James' return to Cleveland next Thursday could be so problematic the game actually comes with instructions. The message from the Cavaliers to their fans is this: no profane or vulgar clothing. Obscene signs will be removed. There will be no plastic beer bottles. Vendors will instead pour beverages into cups for you. Increased Quicken Loans Arena security will include uniformed and undercover officers near the Heat bench and along the way to the visitors' locker room. Cavaliers officials want an energized but safe environment. That's a message they plan to send to fans.
The reception will be far from a warm homecoming from fans and ex-teammates alike.
You know, it's almost like your ex-girlfriend coming to your wedding.
Once the game starts, there are no friends unless you got a white jersey on. In this arena tonight, there are no friends.
They said he will not leave. You know, they didn't plan this out real good. You know what I mean? Because if they had any inkling of him leaving, or even thought about the possibility that he could leave, then they would have made a sign and trade with Miami. Because we lost him and didn't get anything back.
Now they feel like jilted lovers, abandoned. They want nothing to do with LeBron.
So look at Lee Quitter. Look at him.
Feel like jilted lovers,
Quitness.
abandoned. They want
Lee Quitter. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Lee Quitter. You feel me? But your GM is the reason why he left. That man stayed 7 years. Talking about Lee Quitter. Nigga don't have no help going to get super teams. What you think this nigga finna do? Nigga ain't had no freaking help. Nigga hooping with Mo Williams. Nigga hooping with Daniel Gibsons and the Gauskis. You realize every single player that Bron played with on that team is either in jail, Delonte West either in jail or not in the NBA. None of them Hall of Famers. None of them made the All-Star team, not once. I think Delonte West, did he make the All-Star team once? But bro, other than that gang, bro, we don't hear about a whole bunch of trash niggas he playing with carrying to the finals. Talking about Quitter. Make it make sense. So you want him to just keep going against these superstar teams, KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray John Rondos, the San Antonio Spurs, all these freaking good Orlando Magic. So he don't get nothing, but everybody get everything else. Man, please stop.
Nothing to do with
Stop.
LeBron.
I think it's going to be tough, but, I'm there to win a basketball game and understand. I understand how passionate fans are about sports. So,
it's basketball to me at the end of the day.
I'm going to get.
I don't think we know what to expect, but I'm sure it's going to be something like we've never seen before.
Some area restaurants and bars have a special room for fans to cleanse themselves of LeBron. The LeBron flap in the urinal.
But it never went back.
To represent what?
That's more just, having a little fun with a guy that broke everybody's heart, and we're all adults and we'll get over it and move on.
Yeah, bro, get over it, Carl. It's just basketball at the end of the day, bro. Talking about you hate somebody, talking about this as a person. It's just basketball, cuz. I ain't gonna lie. Really, at the end of the day, bro, it's really just basketball, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Really, at the end. Man-made sport, basketball. You know what I mean? It's not that deep, bro. You're making it personal. You feel me? This is a prime example of people can hate you, then love you again. So they hated him when he moved from Cleveland, but when he came back to Cleveland, now y'all love him again. You see how people is? So weird. The same dudes that was spitting on his jerseys, the same dude that was lighting his jerseys on fire, the same dude that was dogging them is the same dudes that's cheering on him now, that love him now. People just so weird. So weird. How you even feel comfortable? If you ain't gonna like a nigga, don't like a nigga forever. You feel me? I don't understand people. People so weird. People so strange. Look at this. Look at this.
Forget the Cleveland game. The first time we went back to Cleveland, I will never forget being in the locker room. And that was the time where I looked at LeBron and I was like, okay, this guy's he's not normal. He's really not normal. I've always said it, but I really felt it.
It has the feel of a playoff game. The Q will rock tonight as the Cavs take on LeBron James and the Heat.
Cavs players say they're getting flooded with text messages from across the league saying, beat the Heat.
Everybody in the world with us.
I was really hurt and immature of how to handle it, for one.
Look who he playing with.
I can go back.
Look at him. He's saying F you. Look, the freak nigga.
Mature.
Look at this Mo Williams nigga talking about F you. But it's good, like I said, it's good to see that, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see that he matured, you know what I'm saying? He know he was wrong, bro. Bron trying to say what's up to him. You talking about F him. Dang, cuz. Trying to say what's up. F me, nigga. F me. That's how it is? Like that?
If I can go back, I'll just put my head down and keep working and getting better. And obviously just tackle it a different way, which I didn't.
You know, we got a lot of people behind us, and I'm grateful for that.
It's definitely a big game for the city.
Look who he playing with, y'all. Look at this.
For the organization as well.
It's going to be excited. You know, it's going to be hectic at first because I know we're going to be excited. We're going to be energized. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game tonight, I'll tell you that.
Looking back on it now as we sit here talking, right. I mean, you got to do what's best for you, right? So, but I didn't have, I trust me, I didn't have that mindset at the time at 26, 27.
You, like everybody else, was watching.
And they got Antoine Jameson. Look who he playing with, bro. Look, Antoine Jameson, Mo Williams, Daniel Gibson. Nigga, Daniel Gibson on Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop.
To hear what LeBron was going to say when he had the television special.
No, I didn't watch it. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
For me, I'm biased and I was kind of disappointed.
How surprised were you?
The only thing I was surprised about was him going to Miami.
What's the collective mood now within the organization?
It's going to be a transition.
It definitely feels weird. It was awkward kind of to see Chris Gent walk out of the tunnel. He's the only coach that remained from Mike Brown's staff. He was LeBron James' shooting coach here. LeBron was on the floor. Chris Gent went right on the floor, didn't even make eye contact, and I don't think LeBron looked back down this either way.
On Thursday, it's finally here. You go back to Cleveland. Right. What do you want to happen there?
What do I want to happen? If I could, the best thing for us to happen is for us to win. You know, I want to win. Because I'm a competitor. But I also want the fans of Cleveland to know that I still much respect, much love for them fans because they see me grow, and I seen them grow when I was an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man. So it's gonna be emotionally draining for myself. I already know it's starting to hit me already. It's gonna be emotionally draining, but you know, all in all, I hope the fans respect me, and I'm gonna respect them. I always will have respect for them. But I know how passionate they are. I understand.
It's going to be an unusual night, but it's going to be an exciting night, a playoff atmosphere at the Q.
And like, I was a part of the media corps that was causing problems. And we were all over the team.
Well, Brian, the weather out here in Cleveland is raw, it's bitter, and there's nearly 100% chance of rage.
I've never seen fans that mad at a person.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
When we went back to Cleveland,
Come on, man.
I have never saw hate. I didn't grow up in the times like where our parents can tell us about the hate that they experienced by being black in America. I didn't grow up in those times, but I grew up in the times where I went back to Cleveland.
And that's why the NBA and the Cleveland...
Nigga said I went back to the time. I went back to Cleveland. I know that nigga heard some crazy things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crazy things, man. You know what I mean? Don't try to, you know what I mean? Try to, oh, man, we was acting like this because of this. Man, at the end of the day, like I said, it's basketball, man. At the end of the day, man, it's a human being, bro. You know what I mean? You bashing this man like this. You talking about this man like this. I don't never get personal. I don't never get personal. That's one thing about me, y'all. You can never say I get personal. I say a nigga trash. I probably go off a nigga, boy, you trash. You need to sit down. We need to trade you. You know, I'm going to keep it basketball, but just attacking a man like personally, I ain't never doing that. I keep it basketball, gang. I keep it basketball. Because at the end of the day, that's just what it is. It's basketball at the end of the day. It's nothing more. It's nothing more like higher. You know what I'm saying? It's just basketball, gang. You feel me? So you acting like this towards a man going to another team, gang? That's crazy to me.
And the Cleveland Police
You
Department
grown old man crying over another
security,
team.
the likes of which Quicken Loans Arena
Grown old man crying about another man going to another team, bro.
has not seen before.
That was crazy.
Worry about your life, man. Worry about your life. Get your life together, man. That take too much time and energy, bro. I ain't gonna go.
I'll tell you, this is a situation where I've talked to a lot of people. No one can remember any more venom and vitriol directed toward a visiting player.
The hatred that I heard in the locker room, I've never heard hate before.
People were throwing batteries at us.
I remember.
I won't forget it because LeBron and I was talking on the sideline. It was like a dead ball. And he was here and I was here. And a 9-volt battery flew between us and hit the floor. And we both, I said, I'm not standing next to you anymore because they're not throwing it at me.
No, but yeah.
He started laughing.
I remember walking into the bowl, which I came in late. I didn't want to be in there too early.
That place was rocking.
And I remember you could feel on your skin, you could feel something. You could feel like a layer of something.
That, like, the finals doesn't compare to that. No playoffs compare to that.
And Ernie, I will be honest. I've been in 2 NBA finals, and I've not seen the electricity in a regular season game ever in my life. I've been
boy, different, bro. Different, boy.
25 to 30 years.
Y'all niggas acting like this? Over you leaving a team? Different, boy.
This feels like the NBA
because they know. Without him, they're bums. They know it. Without him, they're trash. Even now, all this 15-1. That's what you're not going nowhere. We all know y'all not winning the finals. Without him, no more finals appearances. It's sober, brother. It's sober. No more finals. It's done. Beautiful start to the NBA season. Beautiful start. But at the end, it's sober, brother. It's sober. You know what I mean? No more finals appearances. No more rings.
It was just like you felt all of the like intensity, all of the anger.
And when we talk about racism, when we talk about the things that people said to us.
I will say this because we're all kind of built for it anyways. That run out.
Ooh, that run out.
Bro, if you weren't ready to bump after that.
Yeah. In the locker room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was almost more electric than any final game I ever played in.
You know what I mean? Like, you can hear someone say something, but if you ever heard the sound of hate, it is the most like uncomfortable thing to experience. And like, I remember walking out of the tunnel, and it wasn't just boos, and it wasn't just I hate yous. It was the look on people's faces. It was the things that was coming out of their mouths and like how raged they were, like in anger, that I said, I will never forget this moment a day in my life about, you know, how someone can really hate you for making a basketball decision that you felt was best for yourself and your family is crazy to me. I see some ugliness and I from fans that I didn't know existed. And I come from the inner city of Chicago.
Crazy, bro.
Heat at Cavs. LeBron returns. The fans are going to be hostile, but it's going to be exciting.
LeBron James and the Miami Heat at Quicken Loans Arena on a night unlike any other. There is LeBron. Every time his picture was put on the Jumbotron here at Quicken Loans Arena, the boos rang out.
The boos were just this, like, so loud and consistent. And then anytime they showed, and they would show Bron on the Jumbotron, and you didn't think it'd get louder, but every time they showed him, it got louder and worse, and it was so intense. Like that, like when you talk about being in like a real hostile environment, that was it.
And I was terrified when I went back to Philly, and they gave me a standing ovation. I'm gonna bet my life on it. He's not gonna get a standing ovation.
He's gonna bet my life on it. He ain't gonna get a standing
ovation. I'm gonna bet my life on it. He's not gonna get a standing ovation.
To the scorer's table, the question is, would he go through the usual pregame routine involving the slapping?
They don't realize them doing that make the nigga play better. I don't think they understand. It's like them doing that make the everybody. Oh, look at this, y'all. Look at this squad. Verajal got all these sorry niggas. Mo Williams, you pissed me off. You sorry boy. You know what I mean? You pissed me off, boy. Freak wrong with you talking about F, bro. Freak wrong with you, boy. All he did for the city. Up.
With a beautiful move.
Wow. It was so deafening, like loud and just like intense for the entire time.
And was it that atmosphere for the whole time, like
hours? The whole time, like from the time we ran to the arena to the time we left, it was just boos and yells.
They talking about boo. The niggas continue booing it while he just spank. The niggas just boo, bro. You booing this nigga while he just putting that belt to that booty. You know what I'm saying? That's a hurt boo. Boo. Get on. Hurting that soul. I'm talking about putting that belt on it. Make me want to just put a belt on you more, boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me mad. Cop make me want to put a belt on you more. Just sit down. Sit down and watch the king, dog. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, nigga. Sit down while I put belt to that booty. You know what I mean? I'm going to walk out like a king. Come on now. Boo this. Boo this. Boo that. Boo that. Boo it. Boo it. Come and get it. Come and get it. Oh. Nigga beating them brakes off.
The fans are. Still got a lot of love for these fans here. But, you know, I'm a Miami Heat player now. We're looking to get this win.
All right, thanks a lot. Thank you, EJ.
I never, people who was talking about my mama, in a way, I ain't never seen nobody talk about my mama.
Like, from people trying to throw batteries on the court. We had somebody try to grab an officer's gun. Like, it was just crazy stories like that. And it was just like you guys are really that mad that he left Cleveland to come to Miami. Like,
nigga talking about get a gun.
I'm confused. Like, how can you be that mad?
Yeah. And
it was just weird.
They bought into it, you know, from
so you got trying to get a gun. Nigga, what? Nigga, somebody trying to get a gun and kill a nigga because he, man. That's what I be saying, but people, bro, I don't know what's wrong with people. That's why I stay far away from people. Cause I'm telling y'all, bro, people just very strange to me, man. You're never gonna catch me in a big crowd of people. You're never gonna catch me around a whole bunch of people. I don't trust people. I don't really kick it with people. People very strange to me, man. People just very weird to me, man. So I stay very far away from people. You're never gonna see me in a big crowd of people ever. Ever.
You know, Bron was very vocal. You know, he's always been very vocal.
He had 40 in the third.
Man, something.
Didn't he go out there and hit 40 in the third and sit down in the fourth?
Yeah. Here's James off the fake. In the half court. Not a good ball movement. Turner, the turnover there for Williams. LeBron to the bucket. James for three. James
steps back and hits again.
That's when they're at their best, and that's what everyone, including Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith, has been clamoring.
I would have been taunting them too. I ain't gonna lie. Bron better than me. I would have been taunting them every time. I would have been taunting them. I would have been taunting them. And can't make them more mad. They already hate you. Nothing else you can do but beat the brakes off me more. Oh.
So LeBron is, it's an easy win, and you know that they are happy to get out of town.
So you go to the locker room after the game, and what is that like? Like, because you're all realizing this could be an entire season of this.
The fans had their say tonight. What would you like to say to them if you could?
7 great years. Loved every part. Loved every moment from the growth when I was an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man. And, you know, tried our best. As a team, we tried our best to bring a championship to the city and just try to play hard every night. So I got the utmost respect for this franchise, utmost respect for these fans, and, you know, just continue to
Oh, yeah, long live my boy. Long live my boy. Shout out my boy. Long live my boy, man.
Can't go back with your decision, but do you regret how it ended? Would you like to apologize for the way it ended?
I don't want to apologize. I think, you know, my intentions was not to hurt anyone. You know, my intentions were solely on kids during the whole process. And, you know, I always say, you know, decisions I make, I live with them. You know, there's always ways that you can correct them or ways that you can do them better. But at the end of the day, I live with them. And, you know, I'm satisfied. I'm happy right now.
Was it impacting LeBron, though? I mean, this is his hometown.
I don't know. It was hard to say because at one point he kind of embraced being the villain. Like, okay, y'all don't like me for making a decision that's going to help my career, help me be a better basketball player. So is it real personal or is it y'all just don't like what I did? So for him, it was kind of like he embraced it. It was like, yeah, I'll be the villain for right now because at the end of the day, that's all it is.
The thought by many was that LeBron James embarrassed Cleveland by the way he left. The decision, thought by all, was that he embarrassed the Cavaliers in his return.
After the game, James said he was exhausted from all the emotion that he inevitably had to expend on his return. But think about how tired the Cavaliers were trying to stop him, particularly in that third quarter.
What's they had?
Rachel Nichols was in Cleveland.
He threw his chalk.
I mean, it was a combination of a lot.
Look at this, y'all. First 7 NBA seasons with the Cavaliers, 2003 to 2010. See what I'm saying? He tried to stay. He wanted to stay. I don't feel like bro wanted to leave Cleveland. You know what I mean? But you forced the hand, brother. You forced the hand.
I mean, I have nothing bad.
Nigga from there.
A special player in person to be able to respond to all of this scrutiny.
James played it straight.
Just try to keep a clear head about it. There's nothing personal for myself to these fans. It won't be ever.
This is our brother.
That boy is messed up back then, boy.
You know, we knew that this guy right here was very mature, can handle himself in any situation. It seemed like he always rise to the occasions when things look at his darkest for him. And he did that again tonight. So I'm just watching this man. I've never seen a performance like that.
You know, he was so good, and when he was like and locked in and just so efficient, and it was like it was really impressive to me.
Put that belt to that booty. Put that belt to the booty. Can you feel my? Can you feel my? You know what I mean? But make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn the bell like a video. Tell me how you feel about this in the comment section down below. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jay Willie Silly, man. Celtics. Did you miss me? I said Celtics. Cleveland. Did you miss me?